Oke, jumpa kita lagi di channel kami dari game Hogwarts Legacy.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl. On your stationery.
Ah. Well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
Sounds as if Mr. Moon deserved what he got. But perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
It's a moon.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
Yes, him. That's the one.
Oh, he could always take a joke, Piers. He's playing with me. Ha! Hasn't changed a bit. Oh, I wonder if he still has the flowing locks. Pigtails. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old Pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Finally, that quest is gone. Ini males nih. The hip. Ini berapa lagi? 3 lagi. Hogwarts Legacy. The Hippo. Minor cap. Minor cap, mana minor cap? Try to minor cap, then travel to ruin castle southern tip. Southern tip ini.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio.
Masuk ke itu lagi, bro. Loading terus harddisknya nyala terus. Emang harus main di SSD sih, tapi ini ukurannya berapa puluh giga sih? 100 giga apa ya? Berarti SSD 1 tera cukup kali ya. Oh my god, why the enemy is come back?
Revelio.
Even the troll is come back. Let's see if I can bring the troll. Troll, come on, troll.
Revelio.
Gimana ya cara manggil troll? Oh crap.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Don't go down.
Knowing our meat, he's likely to here.
Shit. Ayo berantem.
This castle's hiding all sorts of secrets.
Reduction!
Likely this will be best used when it's dark.
Expulsion!
Oh crap. Mati pak.
I don't want to work with
Troll.
goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad. I've had enough of Belcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Ya, saya belum Richard ini.
Did you hear that? I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets. Oh. What was that? Oh. What have you done?
Focus to tell us. Revelio.
Oh my god. Ada Dark Wizard muncul lagi pasti.
Should have expected company.
I ought to pay that.
Wait, is that the hippogriff from my treasure map?
Pas mau menghindar.
Flash of inspiration. You ain't wearing that goblin helmet you stole. Expulsion! Look what you... You're the one who released treasure, aren't you? That was a mistake, Beth.
Back for more.
Incendio! Let's see what we've got.
Final page.
This must be what all the fuss was about.
Gila, side quest nyusahin. Iya ya, nggak bisa teleport di dalam dungeon.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Mother's rolling in her grave, she is.
What did you sell?
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? Ah, says Rob.
I'm...
Then you're the only one who... Good riddance, I said. I want a call.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Nothing to be... Besides, the thief.
What do you have for sale?
I'll keep an eye on you, those beasts.
It's you! Oh, I can't thank you enough for rescuing my dear Isco. He often speaks of the bravery you showed. You have my undying gratitude.
Historically speaking, there's never been a team.
Revelio.
Hello. It's good to see you, my friend.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You made it! At least we're out of the classroom.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library.
It took a...
Impressive, especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Monster. Is this place danger?
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio!
hushed approach is likely wise. It's another aggressive one! What is going on with that?
Ini bedanya apa?
Lumos.
Lumos.
Lagu ini masih horor.
That's it. Lightfoot, it's the word. Revelio.
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Whooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Siapa Phoenix?
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio.
If the moonstone is here and so are Whoopers, I wonder if it's being protected.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Why am I not surprised? First the Whoopers and now this. We need to find moths for those spinners.
Ada tengkor.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths. Lumos. markings and matched the runes, I suspect we'll find the moths.
Ini udah buka. Ini belum. Bulat sama bulat. What the? Dasar.
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Accio.
It's beautiful.
Why don't you help me?
Lumos.
You did it!
Bangkong, bro.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind. Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it.
Confringo!
Given what Fwoopas are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is, which means we're one step ahead of them. We found it! Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
Whatever it is, it had better have to do with Snidgets.
The clock is ticking in that regard, isn't it? Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your Gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night the night I met Highwing, actually,
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin, I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving the dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there, acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
Borneo?
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
Orang Kalimantan, bro.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are. Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty.
Oke, terima kasih penonton. Jangan lupa untuk like, share, dan subscribe channel ini. See you on the next videos. And goodbye.
Long gone from this world. That strange and mysterious talent you possess may be the key to unlocking this dormant power. Your potential is limitless. But what form will it take? The journey ahead will reveal what you stand for. The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.